Hey guys, it's that time of month again. We are celebrating collections, people, and pins. This is a collab that's put on every single month by Valerie over at Singer Family Adventures. I am sure you guys are following her by now, and if you're not, what are you doing? She's amazing. She is such a great advocate for everybody in this Disney YouTube community, and she is an avid pin collector. So if you are a pin collector like we are, then you want to check her out. She's got some amazing pins to show you. And speaking of channels with amazing pins, there are some great channels that participate in this every single month, and they're all going to be listed in our description down below. So if you guys want to check it out, you can go through and see everybody's collections, and it's a fun one this month. We are doing British Invasion. So all things British having to do with Disney. Movies like Peter Pan, 101 Dalmatians, Alice in Wonderland, and a few others that we might find some pins for along the way. So I didn't think I had a lot of pins for this collab. None of these are collections that I have. They're just pins that I couldn't pass up for one reason or another. So I am starting a whole new pin board. It is called I Just Couldn't Pass It Up. It is not my Monsters pin board. It's not gonna be on my Hercules pin board. It's the I just couldn't not buy it pin board. So that's where a lot of these will eventually end up living, so that I can just buy some pins that I love. So I am gonna start out, where will we start? I think we are gonna start with this one. This one is kind of new to our collection and a little bit different. If you know, you know, but this is a Pin Quest pin. And Pin Quest is a game that you used to be able to play at Magic Kingdom. They don't do it anymore, but this is the Penguins pin from, if you guys can see that, the Penguins pin from Mary Poppins. So it's just kind of a fun little pin, and honestly, I love this pin because it's kind of like this brushed metal, and you don't really see it very often in pins. And I'm kind of gonna show you on the back. I mean, it's got the prettiest pin back of maybe any of the pins I'm showing today for sure, but it's just got this little Pin Quest on the back. It's a limited release. It's just a really pretty pin in general, and you just don't see ones like this a lot, these really pretty brushed gold. So that's our pin number one for this, Mary Poppins. So where should we go next? I think we're gonna hit up Peter Pan. So I'm gonna show you these three pins in a set because that's how they came to us. These three pins are part of a recent 3-pin flare set that you can buy at the Disney store. And it is Wendy, Peter Pan, and Tinkerbell. And they are all three super cute, but especially that Tinkerbell pin. I mean, it is the teeniest, tiniest. I have huge hands, but it is like fingertip size. It is the teeniest, tiniest little pin I have ever seen. Really, really cute. So these are really nice. These live on Andy's board. Andy likes to collect everything. He wants all of the characters, all of them all the time. So in line with the Peter Pan, I also have this one that I wanted to show you guys. And I think this one is probably gonna look familiar to a lot of people. This is the Pixie Dust pin, the exclusive Pixie Dust pin from Walt Disney World. I don't know if they have it also or a version of it at Disneyland, but this we got a long time ago, probably I want to say in 2008, one of our first trips to Disney World, and Abby was really little, and we got this from a cast member to cheer her up as we were entering Epcot that day. It was late in our trip, maybe our last 1 or 2 days. She was exhausted, I was exhausted. It was blazing hot August sun, which we will never do anymore. And I was going to put sunscreen on her, and we were using some spray sunscreen, and I sprayed on my hands and I was trying to rub it into her face, and we got sunscreen in her eyes, and it stung like crazy. I mean, you would think that her eye was burning out of her head for how she screamed, but I know it stings. So she was miserable anyway. This happened, she was even more miserable. We were having a total meltdown moment, her and I both, and the kindest cast member came over and gave her this on a little card, this little magical moment, Tinkerbell. And it is probably one of our favorite pins. It says on the back, it's not dated. It says it's an exclusive Pixie Dust pin. that one's pretty special and we really, really like it. All right, let's see. That is all of our Peter Pan pins. Let's do 101 Dalmatians. So I have a few from 101 Dalmatians, I think 3. This is the newest 101 Dalmatian pin, and this was actually a freebie from a live seller the first time I bought from her. It's just this cute little 101 Dalmatians high gloss old vintage pin. And then we have this Cruella de Vil, who is part of a villain set that I want to say came out maybe in 2009. I don't know if I can even see that. I wore my glasses, so hopefully I could see things today. But yeah, I think it's 2009. It's number 3. Oh, it's number 5 of 5. And so we probably got this by trading in the parks back in that time, like 2009, 2010, something in there, from trading in the parks. And it just is a really pretty pin. So we like that. And then this one is part of the new Loungefly, the set that has cats and dogs sitting on furniture. And this is definitely my favorite of that set. I don't know if that's coming into focus very well. There we go. This one is definitely my favorite of this entire set. And I'll tell you why. We have a service dog. Her name, she's a lab golden mix. Her name is Bindi. She's awesome. And when we first got her, we had to go spend 2 weeks in Ohio being matched with her and then learning how to work with her. And I'm gonna put a picture right over here, I think, of Bindi and all of her friends from training. When we were training, anytime we would take a break, they would all pile together in one spot right here, like you see, and cuddle up. And it was just the happiest thing in the world to see dogs just laying upon dogs. And this, with the Dalmatians just laying on top of each other on the chair, very much reminds me of that. And what is not awesome about that? That's just amazing. So those are our 101 Dalmatian pins. Okay, now I have a couple of Pooh pins. Not a lot. We don't really collect Pooh. But this is last year's Hanukkah pin, which I think is special. They really don't make a lot of Hanukkah pins. Disney, make more Hanukkah pins. We aren't Jewish, but we like to celebrate lots of different holidays and learn about lots of different holidays. And so we happen to have this one, the Happy Hanukkah from 2020, with the 100 Acre Wood Friends hanging out, and got their gold coins, and they're just hanging out in front of the fireplace. So I think that's a nice one. I like that one a whole lot. And our other Pooh pins, so I'm gonna show you one at a time. This one is from the Earth Day set. And that's Pooh, and he's super cute with his little plant there in his honey pot. And this one is from the exact same set. It is the exact same pin, only on this one, our Pooh only has one eye. So he's a little defective. Andy does not like it. Andy does not like this one at all, but I kind of feel bad for this one, so I kept it. It's on my board. I haven't traded it away or anything. Box Lunch is where we got these from, and they were super nice. They sent us a replacement for him immediately, so we got the replacement, but I held on to this one too. I don't know. He doesn't bother me. I like him, the little one-eyed Pooh. So, all right, now let's do I'm gonna do this one. This one is really cool. I like these a lot. These are the Countdown to the Millennium series. I don't know if you guys collect these, if anyone has them. I think they're neat pins. They're from 1999, counting down toward the millennium. And they have some pins that represent all these amazing old live action movies that you never see pins for. Very rarely do you see pins for. And I really love that era of movies. Like Parent Trap, Pollyanna. I mean, there's just a ton of them that are just awesome movies. Pete's Dragon. This particular one, though, I thought was perfect for this theme. This is Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. And this is probably one of my very favorites. Angela Lansbury's in this one. She's brilliant. The magical scene at the end of this movie, if you haven't seen it, I will not spoil it for you, but the magical scene at the end is just fantastic. If you guys have not seen this movie, please see it. It is so good. My kids like it. I mean, it's an older movie, but they love it. So this one I really, really like. So I'm gonna hold on to that. And that brings us to our final category for the day, which is Alice in Wonderland pins. So this one first. This is the White Rabbit from the Loungefly mystery set. And we only have this one from that mystery set. Andy really likes the White Rabbit. We opened this not long ago in a pin unboxing, and he just likes this one. He thinks the White Rabbit's great. So he keeps this one up on his board. And then the other one we have is from another Loungefly set, which is the Villain Flames, which is another very cool set. And if you watched us unbox those, spoiler alert, we may have gotten a couple of these, a few of these. So these are two smaller ones, but then my favorite pin and the one I saved for last for this unboxing is this. Well, I'll show it to you in the box first. This jumbo Alice in Wonderland pin. And I just think this is beautiful. If you have not seen my Loungefly unboxing from our May pre-orders, I'm gonna put the card up here so you guys can check it out. I got the matching backpack to this pin, and it is stunning. And after getting that, I felt like I just really, really wanted to have this too, to go with it. So I'm just gonna put it on the pin board so you guys can see it nice and close up and clean. And really, I mean, it is a big pin, and it is so, so pretty. So it has a little bit of movement here with the door mouse. You can see kind of goes up and down. It's a little stiff yet, but it'll loosen up. And so that is the last of my British Invasion pins. So this has been a fun one. I thought 2 days ago I was sure that I only had 3 pins and I wouldn't be able to do this challenge, but it turns out I have a few. When you're a pin collector, the number of pins that are on your board sneaks up on you. Suddenly there's a lot. So thank you so much for letting me show off my pins today. Don't forget to check out all the channels down below and the amazing pins in their collection as well. And I cannot wait for you guys to see what we have in store for next month. Let me know what your favorite pins were on this collection, and if we're pin twins with any of them. How many people have that Bed Knobs and Broomsticks pin? I really want to know. I love that one. I think it's my favorite of the day, with this being a really close second. So we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.